2 army professionalism for 5 ducats, sure. Okay, it would be hilarious if Scotland invaded England. I would like that very much. Ulster declared war on Tyrone. I can use him to proxy Sligo, which is currently allied to Scotland. Actually, I generally try to avoid having 2 vassals. I mean, more than 2 vassals, and I might end up having to if I do it that way. If I vassalize this guy, that'll bring me to war with both of these guys at the same time, which I could probably turn to my advantage. I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself, though. Okay, Scotland just declared war on England. That's actually really dumb for Scotland, because I guarantee you all of England's troops are actually in England, and he's just going to walk all over Scotland, and I'll be able to declare war on Sligo to proxy Ulster at my own speed. Hopefully this ends at some point. I could use that siege being over. Does the screen still look dark? Okay. So this will be a extra aggressive expansion. I'm definitely going to take him. It's going to be 8 aggressive expansion. A little bit of money, that's good. I can definitely use the money. Okay, now I actually have access to the sea. I'm about to have access to the sea in 2 directions. Turn my army maintenance back up. That war's still going on, that is good. Okay, Desmond, Cork, the county of Cork is now the best county in Ireland. Since the Rule Britannia update. As you can see, it has a natural harbor that you can upgrade, and it also has copper. So usually if I'm going to develop for an institution instead of waiting for it, I'll develop in Cork, and then I'll actually have like a 30-some development province, which will be basically the value of all the rest of Ireland combined. So I'll actually have a decent tax province and a decent trade province and a decent manufacturing province all in one. That usually does involve moving your capital here, but that's fine. Okay. So my spy network here is still large enough for me to take that. I'm going to go ahead and core that. I just got rid of 2 of my rivals. I need to continue building my spy network in Ulster probably, since I'm already halfway there. This war is not over yet. Okay, Scotland has already lost the land battle and is being sieged down. They were very stupid. So, Brittany. The only way I can get that would be to proxy Clan Rickard, which I might do. And And then this guy, Sligo. Let's see if... I doubt Scotland will already decline the call. He's malevolent and he's being invaded because he was stupid. So I want to go ahead and make Sligo and Ulster my rivals. I don't think I have a claim here yet. You do get claims from events, but that hasn't happened yet. Or not events, but from finishing out your mission tree. No, this is not an escape to the New World thing. I'm showing how to do it without escaping to the New World. I don't like escape to the New World as Ireland. So when I started this, the first game I played actually earlier tonight, I was allied with England, and what ended up happening is suddenly England decided to blitzkrieg down the other half of Ireland, and I just didn't want to continue it because I didn't have Cork. England ended up with County Cork, and also England ended up preventing me from getting any claims on Scotland. My next one, England declared war on me after a while, so I restarted that. And then the next one I started, England was hostile from the beginning, and I was just showing that when England's hostile, he starts invading everyone in Ireland, and you might as well start over. This time we had an early surrender of mine where England went to war, and that's the best way to end up in a position to get an alliance with France. I don't actually have an alliance with France yet because this is technically considered a defensive war. Is that other war a defensive war also? I wouldn't mind being in a defensive war with Burgundy. Yeah, if Burgundy, once this war is over, I'll probably offer an alliance and he'll probably take it since he'll still be in a war. I don't want to accept an alliance while he's in a defensive war that'll call me into a war with England. Because then England will walk over here and sit on me. And it won't be the end of the world, but I won't like it. Okay, at some point I do have to start improving relations with this dude. But I have more important things going on right now. Leinster is allied with Clan Rickard. So I actually could start that war anytime I wanted to. Although, I would like this war to be over so that I can get my alliance with France before I start another war. Because I can't get an alliance with France while I'm in a war. However, Scotland's in a war, so they aren't going to be trying anything anytime soon. So I have a couple months to figure this out. Portugal is landing troops in Scotland because Scotland is also at war with Portugal now. Which is fucking hilarious. So I think I am going to not waste time and actually start the other war, even though I wish this war was over like now. I'm surprised it isn't. I mean, France has to want out of the war, and England wants out of the war, and France is winning. I don't understand why it's not over. I'm going to bring him home for a little bit. Leinster. Their only ally is Clan Rickard, so I definitely want to make it a co-belligerent so it lowers aggressive expansion. Make sure it's on conquest. Sometimes it defaults to other shit like diplomatic insult. I'm more concerned with getting everything in Ireland that I can and getting allied to France right now. Scotland would be a great one eventually. I also want to get a claim on the Pale, so the next time that France goes to war with England, he'll probably give it to me if I join the war. Those are my more immediate thoughts. Not that grabbing some of Scotland isn't tempting. However, Scotland is still guaranteed by France. So going to war with Scotland would actually put me at war with France, which is kind of counterproductive. Apparently my guy is now loyal enough to join me in sieges. Okay, France is still in 2 wars. Okay, movement speed plus 10%, that's a nice one. Okay, so I'm going to tell him which one to attach to. So that should keep him here on this siege. So I'll be doing both these sieges at once without having to spend all my own manpower, which is useful. Oops. Okay, so that's good. This war is still going on. These sieges are going to take a while. I do not have a navy yet. France is now at 71% against England, so this war is probably going to be over pretty quickly. Again, I thought it would have been over by now. And I'm also kind of glad that there, the war's over. So now I need to finish this war before he finishes that war, and I should be able to. I'm also kind of glad my first couple games didn't go that well, because the level of luck I'm getting in this game is not, it's above average. It's not perfect luck, but it's definitely above average, so it's good to show that that doesn't happen every time the first time. You know, skill has nothing to do with the die roll. Just keep that in mind, keep level-headed, realize you're playing a very small nation to start with, and you need some luck, or at least a lack of bad luck, to get started. Ulster. Okay, that war's still going. I'm glad that war's still going. Manpower is doing surprisingly well. That was really lucky. That was only a 7%. This is also a proxy, so I can go ahead and fabricate on Ulster. Fabricate on Sligo. I'm laughing because I have not had a legitimate error so far today, and that's like the 7th week error it's offered me. I mean, I just haven't had a regular error. I've had royal marriages the entire time. I am only interested in cheating, apparently. Okay, he's actually losing this war now. Oh, no, it's stalemate, even though it looks like he's losing. So, move that back. I can create a new state. I'm going to wait a little while. Okay, definitely want to take that. He's saying no because he still has an ally in the war. Okay, I'll wait. An actual heir, that's good. And he's a good one, so he'll probably die, but at least I got an heir. So you can break out the cigars today. We'll cry later when he gets a hunting accident. I just got plus 5% discipline. So this game is going really good. I can even completely forgive that disease outbreak. Marital bliss. Yeah, I'll take the money. How many loans do I have? That's not bad at all. Okay, now. Nope. Okay, England has had a really hard time taking that province over, which is interesting. Defenders desert. For a second there, I thought you said amazing hair, but yes, it is an amazing heir. Okay, so now let's take him. And him. I am now no longer at war. Now let's see who he's at war with. Burgundy Provincial Excommunication War. He's at -6. He might actually be losing this war. Okay, so he is on this one fort, but I think that's it. Let's check out his troop size. Okay, he does have 21,000 and 13,000 behind still. Burgundy has 8,000 and 20,000 and 8,000 behind. So he's not out of that war yet, but I need to keep an eye on it. Let's see, I could get an alliance with him right now, but this is a defensive war, so I would then be in the war. Now, I doubt anyone's going to bother sending troops over, but they could. Because he is at war with like a... Well, okay, Holland's being sat on by pretenders. Flanders could send someone. Brabant could send someone. So Brabant has 7,000. I don't think he'd actually bother coming over. I don't think Flanders would either. I do have this one derp who's allied to Brittany, but I'm not too worried about that. at a certain point, I'll be big enough where I can just sit on my island and not worry about Brittany. Okay. Scotland is still at war. Good. I'm going to go ahead and do it. He's immediately going to call me to arms. That appears to be the army. That's his army. Surprised he hasn't called me to arms yet. Although if I get in a war, he's maybe less likely to call me to arms. Then again, it's a defensive war, so I don't know. Anyway. Time to take risks. Want to get right in between these guys so they can't get through to connect. Apparently France isn't going to call me in. Weird. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, so that separated him from Scotland. I'm actually going to shift consolidate this time and just go over here and try to catch up to this guy. He's in shattered retreat. Kildara has no allies left. We'll go and help them with that. France is really getting their ass kicked. I wonder if they'll make them give anything back to England. That would be weird. The one thing about France getting his ass kicked is he probably wouldn't back me up in a war right now, which could be a problem. So actually I want to try and get another ally. Could try and get Aragon just for the hell of it, but I wasn't expecting this war to go that badly for France. It'd be ironic if I ended up losing a war against England after all this went so well. Just start improving relations with people in general. Oops. I'm supposed to be sitting on you. Okay, no one saw that. Okay, so Burgundy actually went to war with Provence. That makes sense. Okay, so hopefully France's war ends before England's war does. Surprised France isn't willing to peace out yet, seeing as he's not the primary belligerent. Okay, he got an alliance with the guy who's protected by Brittany, so that's interesting. Come on, France, peace the fuck out. Okay, so there goes Sligo. Ulster's going to be a while. Okay, France is not giving up, unfortunately. He's going to drive himself into the fucking ground. Okay. Now the question is, would he be willing to back me up in a war? Like, I'm trying to figure out by looking at his current attitude whether he'd back me up in a defensive war. It's like a 30-point benefit for being a defensive war, but it's only like a 30-point benefit for being a defensive war, if that makes sense. Okay, so go ahead and fabricate here. Bring my diplomat back. Excuse me. See what France's current attitude is. Negative 2,000. Okay. Getting rid of the negative 2,000. He's at negative 70 because he's 564 in debt. He's at negative 26 from manpower and war exhaustion. So he's at negative 96. The base for joining a defensive war is positive 30. And my diplomatic reputation would make it 35. So he will not back me up if England decides to go to war. So that is something to keep in mind. Denmark has too many diplomatic relations. Castile is, of course, rivaling France. Okay, that war is now over. Wow, he took a lot. So this could be bad, even though I have France as a nominal ally. I'm almost positive he won't back me up. I mean, I can uselessly start trying to improve relations with England, but that's not going to do much. mean, I never thought I'd hear this say this, but I might just take out a few hundred ducats worth of loans to actually pay off France's debt. I know that sounds insane, but I think England might quickly go to war with me once his manpower recovers if I don't. Let's see what England's manpower probably isn't even that low. I don't think that war with France was that hard for him. Okay, he does only have 2,000 manpower. Who is he allied with? He's allied with Portugal and Friesland. So if I pretended I was going to declare war on Portugal. Okay, he's 571 in debt. That's interesting. That's only a negative 19 for defensive war. Huh. Let's see. He's allied with Offally, Genoa, and Savoy. If I had pretended I was going to declare war on Genoa. Yeah. Attitude towards enemies. Okay, he actually wouldn't back him up because he likes me. So he would back me up against England, which is good to know. That was all I was concerned about. Okay, coalition of the locals. Okay, I got some of the missions done. One of the missions done. Conquer Ulster. I can go ahead and just bring this guy back now. That's not doing any good. I do want to start improving relations with my vassal. Because now I'm relatively sure that England will back me up, or France will back me up. Going to go ahead and set these. And then I'm going to declare war on Kildare. I'm not going to start that yet. Okay. Okay. Wait for my guy to get here. Hopefully we can catch him. Yep. Okay. Want to try to avoid riots as much as possible. It just saps manpower. And I'm willing to spend some diplo points to do it. do want to get a second ally just in case France doesn't decide to go. Doesn't decide to back me at any point in time. Now you can sometimes get an alliance with Aragon, but every time I end up in an alliance with Aragon, he fucking ends up getting eaten. You can end up getting an alliance with Sweden eventually, usually. He's still over. Definitely don't want to get an alliance with Brittany. France is probably going to realize he can take him over pretty soon. He's allied with Savoy. Savoy wouldn't be much help in an actual war, but it might be a deterrent. Generally don't want to get an alliance with Castile because they're rivals of France and they end up in wars together a lot, and you have to choose which ally. And Munster has no allies. I'm probably going to want to start a war with him before that changes. I think this was the proxy one, right? So if I go to sue for peace, it'll say negotiating only for himself. Yep. This is going to be a little bit of a coalition issue, maybe? England. Yeah, that's kind of bad. England's the only person who wants to be in a coalition with me after all this is over, then they aren't really going to be able to do anything. You can't have a coalition of one. So Munster, England, and Scotland, if I do this. I don't think Scotland's quite there yet. No. So I want to wait until the war starts with Munster before I do that, because there need to be 3 countries that can and are willing to start a coalition with you for a coalition to actually form. And you can't be at war or truced out with any of them. That might actually give me a claim here. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I should actually keep it there. I think that helps my siege. Oh well. I want to take the last jousting tournament just for the hell of it. Let's see here. 20 years of army tradition and morale and prestige. Sure, I'll take that. Besides, it's good flavor, right? With a run that's going this good. Okay, I need 9,000 people here. So you need to get your ass back over here. I'm a bit behind on admin points, but it's because I've been coring almost all of Ireland, which is a good reason to be behind. Let's check this guy's thingamabobbers. He is free thinker, well advised, and inspiring. Okay, he's nothing that will keep him from joining an alliance call. That's good. This guy is still holding steady. He's just below 50% loyalty now, or Freedom Desire. Gonna wait until January and see what my aggressive expansion looks like then. Okay, Kildare will not be able to go. Munster will not be able to go because he won't be there. So it'll be England and Scotland, and they will not be enough by themselves to form a coalition. So I'll go ahead and take that. Start coring. Still looking for a safety ally. Bohemia would be good, but he's far away, so I doubt he will. Bohemia rarely gets in wars with France, and is an enemy to... natural enemy to France's natural enemy of Austria. Do I want a diplomatic CB? Okay, I really don't care about which one of those it is, although I think I can take a contribution from the burghers now. Has it been long enough? No, we have not actually gone 10 years yet. Wow. After this war's over, I'll get the Unite the Clans achievement, and then I think I'll have a claim on the Pale. I have just now run out of manpower finally. I used it all for its intended purpose. And there we go. Who did it say was malevolent? Was that the Bohemia's guy? That would be annoying. No, he's a zealot. Okay. Completely fine with allying a zealot. Okay. So, that was my third attempt in this session, and I had one attempt earlier that went kind of poorly, but I explained that at the beginning of this video. So that is how you start as Ireland, as a minor, and it does require some luck. This was only my third time though, so... or tonight at least. So, you know, it's only my second real, like, honest attempt today. And I I'm allied with France. I'm pretty sure he'll be willing to accept a call if England invades, which will keep England from invading. And I'd like to get a safety. Safety ally. Scotland is somehow allied with Lithuania. That is interesting. That is very gung-ho of him. I have no manpower anyway, so I might as well consolidate. And we now have a claim on the Pale. Now at this point, I'd usually put things on speed 5 and try to embrace the Renaissance as soon as possible, and maybe even develop the Renaissance and sell it to France, but I don't have enough points right now to do that. But that kind of goes over everything I wanted to go over in this session, so I think I'm going to take a break. I'm starting to get a bit hungry and a bit tired. And playing when you're hungry and tired can cause issues. Poland has a lot of stuff going on, so I really don't know why I sent that guy there. Just so it would take him a month to get back. So there I am, 10 years in. Every province in Ireland except the Pale is mine, and France is my ally. And you saw it all happen live, so you know I didn't cheat. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm taking a little break. Have a good night.